Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. In this Chaos Tourney match, so random map, random armies, I'm facing off against Carvon, the tournament organizer. I have the Campanian, he has the Nabataean, which I think are desert people, maybe related to the Arabs. Let's see if that was quasi-correct. It was. Masked archers. Irregular foot appear to be the only melee infantry. Decent skirmisher wing, 8 units. Light horse, cavalry, and 2 units of Zistoforoi lancers. My army consists of up to 7 units to throw pointing sticks, and if I want them, a mass of medium foot or a mass of hoplites, and veteran armored cavalry. Okay. Well, given that whole situation, it looks like I'm going to have to buy our subpar skirmisher screen to absorb the arrows for us. We have a couple of units of hoplites already. Otherwise, the question is, do I want the Italian foot or the hoplites? The hoplites have better cohesion and they have swordsman POA. But they do cost 6 more points. They're not going to be any better against masked archers. And of course, they have penalties in terrain. So ultimately, for the sake of cheapness, I think I'm going to just spam out a whole bunch of Italian foot. Just endless horde. Okay, well, maybe not that much of a horde. Let's consider. We do want cavalry, even though it's going to have a bit of difficulty operating against cavalry, Zistoforoi, and lights, but I think I want it anyway to at least cover my flanks and threaten charges into the archers. There we go, exactly 1,200 points. Generals and the cavalry, that honestly seems appropriate to me. But we might as well spread the love a little bit. Oh no. I wish I could do a drag box selection for this, to be honest. I think that would be quite nice. Commander-in-Chief, good. Infantry sub-command, so we'll add you to the left wing. Okay, so I have no idea what Carvon's army composition or deployment is going to be, but given that we have basically trash for shooting and a complete lack of light cavalry, we're going to be trundling across the battlefield into contact no matter what. Now, on the upside, he can't hide in the forest with irregular foot and archers because I have a whole bunch of medium foot that I could chase him into there with. So we will have a fight in the open. Okay, let's see how he deploys and what he brings to the field. Did Cressus Hill to see over here. Lights and cavalry. Okay, see what you can see. Lights and cavalry galore, basically. That's fine, we can throw our pitiful little light javelin men forward. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. No? And we'll shift all of our cavalry over, all of our lights. They'll still need infantry support to have a chance against lancers, camels, massed archers, and so many more lights than I have. And of course, the goal is to engage with the part of our army here while pushing with the mass of melee infantry we brought into these massed archers. Next turn. I can't ignore this, and I can't just engage with part of my army, so unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do is going to be quite unpleasant. I'm going to have to attempt engagement with my whole army against this little bit, which I can't catch. So the best case scenario is that I beat them and they run off, and then I'm still stuck having to slog across the map. But the alternative is attempting to ignore them, which I think is just not viable. We can do a little bit of spreading out anyway, but let's see, leave one commander over here. Alright. Next turn. Now we get shot at. Probably a lot. Unless he's just going to try to get behind me entirely. There we go. Uh-huh. Typical. I wonder if this is going to be another one of those battles where we don't actually, like, fight. Gonna have to accept some disruption on our cavalry. While we get more infantry support forward. Should have sent these skirmishers to my left. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to draw out. I think we're going to slug it out here for a while, and eventually he's going to run away after inflicting heavy casualties, and then I'll run out of time to be able to chase his survivors back across the map and run into these archers. But I could be wrong. Next turn. Okay. Is he trying to just hit me from two sides? Because we're not going to allow that. Okay, now what? Here. Can we? Nope, we can't reach any of them. We'll just have to herd them along. With the pitifully minimal skirmisher support that we have. Be able to disrupt this unit, but hopefully we can then countercharge and drive some of them off the battlefield, at least temporarily. Which is sad, but we can afford to spare a few units to that kind of foolishness while we attempt a push. Against what, I don't know. Next turn. Okay, and we push forward. Don't know if I'll be able to catch these guys. Let's shift our command down here so we have turn radius on those units. Could move here, but then the camels could shoot at us, so I think I'd rather not. Here, let's see if we can just shove this unit off map. No. They're gonna get shot up. Oh well. In the meantime, we can just accept this situation for what it is. If we try to just fight lights, then we'll get nowhere and draw out the match anyway. So we have to try to ignore his harassment and just accept the potential disruptions here as a cost of trying to make contact with the main body, which is going to run, I guess, over here, and just try to avoid contact and force me to spread out while his cavalry and lights surround me. Unfortunate situation. Next turn. Yep, here comes disruption. I hear much trundling, so it's got to be more archers and irregulars in here. Good. Go run for cover in here or something. You lot, head them off. Okay, what to do with our lights? I guess we just try to be as annoying as we can, given that we only have javelin men. If we move here, the camels can turn around and shoot. So instead we'll move here. And do the same. Okay, let's see. Do I just ignore them? I think I do. At most, they're gonna, well, in the short term, at most, they're going to disrupt another cavalry unit. But hopefully, they waste time doing so. So we keep herding this group along, while the bulk of our infantry moves to discover what's lurking in here. Next turn. Does he keep running, or does he turn around and fight at all? This forest will negate the ability of my hoplites to do anything, unfortunately. Keeps running. At least 5 units in that forest from the sound of it. Move this way so he has to shoot more rather than just charging. Okay. And we continue on our intercept course. Give him a little shove, see where we end up. Almost did it. I guess the hoplites can absorb arrows. If we move here, we can get shot at only by the massed archers. Well, I suppose the light archers could shoot too, but it would be kind of risky for them to do so. In the meantime, if we move here, we get shot at by both camels. We don't want to do that. You're engaged in some harassment. Push here to threaten to hunt down these massed archers. Good. And push on in support. Eventually, they're going to run out of room, and we are going to catch them and probably take some disruptions from shooting, but overall cut them to bits. I do not appreciate this whole running away business, but we have time to catch up. 16 turns. Next turn. Oh. I wonder if we should charge just so we don't get shot at more, or run this way so he has to keep shooting this way. I think that's better. Waste more ammo that way. Okay. Can we fit a command on you? Yep, great. Clip these masked archers. Goodbye. And put down some more punishment. Good. Follow closely. Dare say this is going kind of well so far. Cut off any attempt to circle back around, of course. Good. Go die now. Thank you. Anybody home? No. Okay. This gap is dangerous. It is inconvenient to have hoplites near this forest, but if we're careful, we should be able to force an engagement in a few turns. Next turn. Still no response to our making contact. Guess he's gonna make for that hill, maybe? It's not really a big deal. Okay, abandoning the masked archers to their fate. Break. Hopefully we'll stop pursuing soon. Maybe a line of irregulars in front of a line of archers if I give him time, which I might have no choice but to give him. Has he forgotten about these guys? Fine with that. We'll just keep one unit pursuing, but no more than that. Any more is a waste of time. Yeah, try to cut them off. Mediums towards the forest. Is it time to do this sort of thing? Get shot at? No, I really don't want to give him that opening. Yeah, I can't afford to get too separated from my infantry support. Anyone home? Not yet. Hoplites will move towards this open ground, of course. It will keep moving to cut off any advance over here, although I think he's given up on that. Okay, light javelin men will get ready to push into the woods. And I am tempted to attempt to, here, let's turn around, push in and seize that built up area. Okay, 14 turns left. I am feeling pretty confident that's enough time. Next turn. So Carvan's answer to my question of what this plan was, avoid dying as long as possible. Oh, fair enough. I don't know how much longer it can be avoided in this kind of situation. Especially given that his cavalry cannot traverse this forest quickly. I still don't know if he started moving those, but that's fine. We got away with this cavalry unit. Good enough. Now, well, let's hit these archers. Do I even care? No, I don't even care. If they're gonna run, that's fine. I'm not even gonna waste time trying to catch them. Now, let's see. You go there. You go there. You will turn and get ready to push towards this open area. Alright, let's peek in here. Some lights. Nothing to see on the surface yet. Start being annoying. Light jazz will help us fight through the forest. We're a bit scattered. We might want to take some time to dress the line before closing in for the final charge, but I'm happy to at least push our way through the forest and hang back here while everyone gets their shit together. Next turn. Good, my cavalry stopped pursuing. I'm going to ignore that. Keep up the pursuit. And we'll start shifting our cavalry over towards here, just in case we actually end up beating them. Let's give them a little push. Good. He'll free them up. Go scout it out. What have we got? More irregulars. Okay. No problem. Push in with more medium foot. And start getting our hoplites into position. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're fine to inch forward. Okay. Hide. Good. Good. So yeah, we're just gonna take a breather here, fight in the forest, and just wait here until we've made some progress in the forest, and then we'll do our final push up the hill. Next turn. This is height 100, so we do need to look out for that. That's too bad. Good. Well, let's charge in then. Cover their flank for now while we get everyone else into position. Let's break them, and if we're lucky, that means we'll pursue into the flank. Yep. Good. Support that with infantry. And our lights can fight his lights, so we don't waste anyone's time here. Hoplites forward. More mediums. $11 turns left, so we do have to hurry up a little bit. Let's see, how many moves for these units to get over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. So maybe 8 or 9 for these. We're gonna have to initiate before everyone's in place. Go take a look over here. What have we got? More, what, irregulars. Yep, not surprising. lurk just out of bow shot. Alright. Hopefully we have enough time to pull this off. Unfortunate, that flank. A little bit sloppy. Should have seen it coming. Next turn. Yeah, it could be problematic if these lancers hang out in the open. Disrupt? Ah, too bad they fell back. I could have set up a flank. Well, let's get in. And do that. Go for the break? No. Go for the light spear impact. Nope. Set up a flank next turn. Fragged. Broken. Very good. And otherwise, I think we can just sit here. Well, oh, let's get stuck in. That's fine. It's unfortunate, but not really a big deal. Okay, onward. Next turn. Oh, I guess they're moving again. Good. So, why don't we just sort of, Oh, that's just wonderful. Get out of the way so that we can just engage. Good. Get the flank. Prepare to absorb some arrows with that unit. Get back in the woods, out of the way, more importantly. Oh, you're rallied. Great. Start moving Let's see, cavalry on the way towards that forest, maybe. Okay, we don't charge yet, I think. We need to get this forest at least a little bit sorted out first. Good. Yeah, if we can break these 4 units, we'll be pretty close to 40%, I would think. Next turn. Another 2%. If we're lucky, maybe breaking the units in the woods will be enough that we don't even have to assault this hill. That would be nice. Yes, we're all in agreement here. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Lovely. Run towards the fight. Take cover in the building where you can be slowly shot to death and buy time. I'm sure it'll be an honor. Let's get this blank. If they don't frag, it doesn't do anything, so it doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. Can we get a commander on here? No. Okay, that's alright. Fragged. Good. Push forward, turn around, and start being very annoying. Now, we might get shot at by archers, but honestly, if he wants to shoot at long range after turning against my skirmishers in a forest, I'm okay with that. Too bad. General's evening this out for him. Right. And yeah, that's fine, I suppose. Can't really do much until these regular foot get out of the way. This unit can just stay here to rally while we send more Italian foot into the forest. Okay, so 8 turns. Oop, melee do. Too bad. 8 turns remaining. Do I push yet? Nah. I'm good. I think I can. What, one? Well, it's 2 turns to contact. So I probably shouldn't wait longer than. Maybe next turn I can start moving forward into range. It's not going to be pretty. We'll get some disruptions, but I don't know if I have the luxury to just wait because we're too close to running down the clock. It's really unfortunate. Well, let's dunk 1 unit in this built-up area at least. We'll have to move forward to reveal them, and then we'll at least be under cover. So let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of turns before we can really get in there. I'm torn, but I'll put off the decision for 1 turn. Next turn. Good. So we need to get 13% in 7 turns. Shove them off. See if we can force some kind of movement. And otherwise, I think we have to accept the inevitable and begin moving forward. If we get close enough, it'll at least weaken their shooting power, the first row, due to melee enemies in close range. We'll try to be ready to fall back with disruptor units and push forward with steady ones. I don't really like assaulting a position this strong, especially without resolving the fight on the flank first, but we're pretty much out of time. Okay, that'll do. Next turn. We'll get at least one disruption, I imagine, given this whole situation. Yep. Just one, though. That's not so well. Okay, 2 disruptions. Yeah. Exactly. But we can afford some losses. It really annoys me to have to assault a prepared position before I'm really ready to, because I'm running out of time, but it is what it is. Okay. Well, let's charge. Best thing is to simply get into contact as rapidly as possible. Cover the square and turn around and get the hell out of there. Next step, push, and we'll engage in a, oh my god, okay, 1 second. Okay, we'll try now. A slightly dirty trick. Shuffle that unit here. There, now we're aligned correctly. See if we can get this cavalry in as well. Good. This unit can lurk back here. Frag, try to break them with the light infantry. What does that do for us? Absolutely nothing. Cool. Try again. Held firm. Okay. If I fall back, I might test. Oh, let's find out. Nope, because it would slow down the cavalry. Good. So now I have these guys ready to cycle in to replace either unit getting disrupted. And there we go. We have 6 turns remaining to do this, so 9%, huh? Can break this unit. Can we do more than that? I don't know. 4. Shuffle here, we can arc through here, depending on if this unit has to fall back too. And all this cavalry really needs to do is stay alive for as long as it can, so we can go hide in the forest. So they have to draw this way. Next turn. We need to inflict 9% casualties without taking incredibly severe further casualties. Oof. Oh, damn it. That's fine. That actually disorders his foot too, so I should be able to start trying to slip past. It's fine. We'll be disordered soon, so we'll move into the forest where he'll be disordered as well. So melee or shooting, we'll lose more slowly, which is all we can hope for. That's good. We can get a flank off, which should speed things along. Okay, first off, we get that flank attack in. Frag, let's go for the insta-break. No. What about now? Good? Ah, damn it. Really needed something better there. Good. How bad? Let's... who's your commander? I don't know where they are. Maybe they're dead already. We withdraw this unit. It's not the best. I guess there's no point yet. Huh. Push past. Try to get that break. Held firm. Get this unit out of the way. Push past into the open. Nope. Good charge here. See where that takes us. Might be useful. Yeah, force him off the field. That's good. Prevent some shooting. This is back the 100 height difference, but I think we need to get in because it's either that or getting shot till we frag. Push him along. Good. And reinforcements. 5 turns left. I think we're going to do it by breaking this unit, even if it does get a little bit messy. Two, three, four. You know, if he shoots at my cavalry instead of my infantry, that would actually be totally fine. because we can fall back out of bow shot. So even if we disrupt, I think it's unlikely he can auto break this unit in one turn. So that would be fine. Right, into the forest. Do I even want to pop out to cause a distraction, or just sit here? Probably just sit there. Okay, anything you can do? Not really. Okay, I think we have got this. Next turn. Very good. Just don't break is what I was gonna say. I guess they didn't. Further into the forest, please. Okay, now for the good stuff. First, let's charge. How is that? Well, despite the 100 uphill POA, it's not too bad. So, let's get in. I wanted to charge before resolving this so that any sort of flight didn't block our ability to move in. They all hold firm. Do something perhaps foolish and charge at a disadvantage here so that we can charge these lights and pursue. No, too bad. Okay, good. Into the open and pelt these camels with javelins. Good. A frag. What about a break? No one's quite in a position to charge, are they? Alright. We need to accept the bad thing here. What does that do to us? Nothing. Good. Now, we can charge. It's even, because they get 100 POA for uphill, and we get 100 for swordsman. And otherwise... Get ready to move in. Get ready for a charge into the frag unit, should that become necessary. In fact, this unit's so torn up it's going to turn around to leave. And forward with the rest of the reinforcements. Now that you're out of range, maybe take cover in this built-up area to rally. Alright, assuming no rallies, which I don't even know if there are any rallies available. I don't think there are. That should be a win. Alright, looks like we've reached the end and my misery is over, Carvon says. Our misery is over, perhaps? Okay, so... The upside of doing something like this is that you can't easily be outflanked. The downside, as we just saw, is that when your units break, they're done. They're off the board, there's no rallying, that's it. Now, this was a matchup that I was always likely to win due to this swarm of Italian foot I could get. I was genuinely worried though when he was hitting me hard on my left with cavalry and lights and had infantry here. But then he fell back. I guess the initial plan was to attack my wing as I pushed forward and then, hit me from two sides, but I declined that kind of invitation and shifted everyone to the flank, and then he withdrew, and then I just shifted everyone forward. What could he have done with this matchup? It was a tough matchup, given that these master archers are 36 points, and these Italian foot, who are in a lot of ways a direct counter. They have impact in melee, they are medium foot, so they are not disordered by rough ground and are moderately disordered in woods, just like the archers. Maybe deploying wide with a swarm of lights on each wing to try to get light javelin horse especially behind, and trying to get rear charges while holding with as much irregular foot and archery as possible. So this sort of strategy is really, frankly, irritating to play against, because I just slog across the whole map. The fact that it was adopted is understandable in this matchup, though. Would I have done it myself? Probably not. I think in a situation in the Chaos Tourney where I have a mismatch, I tend to just sort of accept my fate and line up in the middle and slug it out anyway. But this was creative, and it didn't force me to attack under suboptimal conditions because I was running out of time. But still, I did have enough time. So, a good game, and until next time.